Hello everyone and welcome to Flickering Myth. My name is EJ Marino and we are diving into a movie review today. There is a brand new Fast and the Furious movie and I'm talking about F9. Well, I saw a new Fast and the Furious movie and it was pretty much a Fast and the Furious movie, for better and for worse. At this point, going into these movies, you know exactly what you're getting into, and I do enjoy it. I do think these movies have an overall really fun, enjoyable quality. It's hard to look at these movies and get angry or be upset. Look, I saw the Hitman's wife's Bodyguard a couple weeks ago, and I thought it was just utterly bad, and I would have been able to excuse some of the poor production if it was entertaining, if I was engaged. That's kind of how I feel about F9. I don't think it's the best main movie. I think some of the script is bad. Some of the laughable, action scenes are pretty crazy. But I was engaged, and I was engrossed, and I was actually caring about these characters. And say what you want about Vin Diesel, but he has crafted a pretty good little family here. That's a big theme throughout this film, but it does feel like a family, and it feels like fans are included in that family. I may not be the biggest fan of it, but I can definitely see that this is like a love letter to a lot of them. Now, F9 has some issues. I do think this script is probably one of the worst in quite some time. It also maybe is because of the original writer is not here. They had a writer for a couple of these films now. He actually did not turn up for this film, so Justin Lin brought on a new co-writer, and yeah, you can tell a little bit. It doesn't have that polish, that sleekness in these scripts. Usually these movies have the, Vin going, the family. Then you have Tyrese going, man, what's going on? You have these kind of characters, and they're doing their thing here, but it just feels like someone else is writing for them. It has that, it's weird, because it's just they're saying what they normally say, but it doesn't have that much oomph as it used to. So I was a little let down there. Like I said as well, the action scenes are banana cuckoo pants. It is so many times where I was just rolled my eyes in somewhat of a funny way, but also being I can't believe they just did that. There is just impractical moments, one after another, but you've kind of gotten used to that in the latest Fast movies, so I'm not gonna knock it too bad for that, but it is here, and they've somehow gotten even crazier. There's times where I was just that person should be dead, oh my goodness, which is another issue I have. Sometimes I'm just okay, I want to be able to be invested in these characters, but I don't think anything's gonna ever happen to them. There is no fear of death for these characters, and that is kind of a problem when you're watching an action movie and you're trying to be, engaged and have these, oh my god, are they gonna make it? Is Dom in the family? Of course they are. It's just, I need something dramatic and massive to happen in these movies to really shake it up just a little bit. F9 sees the family come back together to fight Cypher, who is played by Charlize Theron, but she's not alone. She has Jacob Toretto, Dom's brother, played by John Cena. I liked Cena in this movie. I think he was a pretty good bad guy. Of course, it's a Fast and the Furious movie, and he's not going to be the baddest of bad guys forever, but I did enjoy him here. There's a moment where he's just ziplining through the UK, and I'm this is so stupid, but I love him. I thought he really understood it. So yes, he is Dom's brother. He is kind of estranged from the family. I will say that at the very least. And yeah, this needs to be a mission where, Jacob's trying to do something crazy, so Dom has to get the whole crew back together, as they do in these movies, and they have a pretty fun little adventure. They're trying to find whatever mysterious, crazy, cybernetic, crazy terrorist plot that they're doing. That's here as well. It's not God's Eye anymore. It's this Ares thing. It's this little Rubik's Cube puzzle box looking thing. Again, we don't care what they're fighting for. We just know that they're fighting, and there is some pretty fun tension because of that. Like I said, I'm not thinking anyone's dying, but there is some pretty good tense moments where I was how do they do this? How are they going to get out of these predicaments? And I did enjoy that little bit of it. Yeah, I like to see Vin Diesel here. He's back with Jordana Brewster, Michelle Rodriguez, Tyrese, Ludacris. They even have other people coming back from other films, like Lucas Black and Bow Wow from Tokyo Drift. I like that stuff, but the one return in this film, it's been in the trailers, and I will say it out here up front, and it's going to be my hot take. I don't really like the return of Han. I'm here for y'all's justice for Han. Yes, I get it. I think his character did get the short end of the stick and stuff, but I just don't love his return here. I don't think it's handled the best, but he is back and he's brought a new character with him. Yeah, this whole family is growing and growing by the minute, and I do enjoy this crew. I think they've casted so many talented people. Yeah, I really like these like little like family. I'm always invested in the soap opera of these people's lives. Like, oh God, what is Letty and Dom gonna do now? What's their next step? What is Vin Diesel going to rumble, ruffle about? I love Vin Diesel. I think he's so cool. Like, I don't know, just something about him is how a lot of people feel about Dwayne Johnson is how I feel about Vin Diesel. I just enjoy his presence, and he seems to be enjoying himself as well. He seems to be actually the most lively I've seen him in quite a long time. Sometimes I feel like he kind of just phones in a little bit, mostly F8. I did not like him in the Fate of the Furious, but here I feel like it's a return to form. I feel like this John Cena stuff is really what it needed, this storyline, and we get some flashbacks. I love the flashbacks in this movie. We get to like flesh out the story of Dom a little bit more, and I find that to be important. He is our central character, so we should know more about him, and I really enjoyed finding out about his father, finding out about his brother's past. I will say these movies do not ever really acknowledge your brother, and it's not like it's a shock to anyone. Everyone knows he's there. So these like 8 movies before, y'all didn't really call up Jacob for anything? Yeah, that's the only problem, is they're starting to retcon stuff like with a Han, like with a Jacob, that starts making this franchise even messier of a timeline and trying to figure it out. But it's a Fast and Furious movie. Why are we thinking about timelines? This ain't the MCU. I need to stop thinking these movies are as highbrow as the MCU of the way they try to do the timelines and the cinematic universe and that Kevin Feige continuity. These are just fun, goofy action movies, and that's all I needed. Alright everyone, that is it for my review of F9. If you're going into this movie not wanting a Fast and the Furious type of movie, why are you saying this? If you don't want to see Helen Mirren be a badass behind the wheel of a car, why are you here? This is for Fast and the Furious fans, or people who love action movies. They don't make action movies like this quite as much anymore. These are so bombastic, over the top, and it's fun. These are usually just reserved for superhero movies, so I'm glad to see that F9 is still trying to have some fun with its big blockbuster spectacle-like self. Alright guys, what did you think of this review? What do you guys think of the Fast and the Furious movies? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Subscribe to Flickering Myth because we make videos like this every single week, and give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy. Alright everyone, let's talk about F9 and the Fast and the Furious movies down below.